Awesome hitting that break last night, by the way.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it yet, Brian. The video got lost in all the food pics and grandkid posts. There's just too much stuff on Facebook. I don't want to buy protein shakes for my cousin's kid or watch a cat playing piano. Facebook wasn't made for collecting, that's for sure.
Well, Chris, now there's a better way to break.
Well, spit it out. What does that mean?
There's a new platform designed specifically for breaking, created by the pros at Real Sports Cards. It's called Uncommon. When you use Uncommon, you won't see any of the Facebook clutter. You can tune in to a current break in progress, see what's dropping next, browse your favorite card categories, and easily find what you're looking for.
That looks easy as pie. How do I join a break?
You simply click, and your spot is on hold. No more constantly refreshing and commenting to claim teams. Then it safely and securely charges your account. A notification will tell you when the break is about to start, and a live chat lets you cheer each other on.
Well, this is a walk in the park compared to Facebook.
Yep, sure is.
Can I start now?
Absolutely. Visit uncommonapp.com today for a better way to break.
Where has this been all these years? I think I might delete my Facebook now.
Howdy everybody, Jake Russ here, Real Breaks on the Uncommon app. Doing some Top Stadium Club. This is number 34, half case PYT. Our 8 boxes are sitting in front of us. Let's get to ripping. Thanks for filling this up. Let's get cracking. Jordan. I'm not 11 minutes late. It didn't fill. I can't go live before it fills, so I'm not late. But I appreciate the comments. When it filled 7 minutes ago. Well, only a couple minutes, and you can have it pre-done, and I did, but I had it ready for the Logo Factors break, which was scheduled for noon, and it didn't fill, so I had everything ready. So if Logo Factors would have filled, I would have been live in like 3 minutes probably. You know, it's just pulling down the green screen, turning some lights on, whatever. It's nothing too much. I normally have a fleece on, so I go hang that up. I'm like Mr. Rogers to get down to the t-shirt because it gets so. That reminds me. So yeah, it would have been like 3 minutes. But yeah, if I had to change the tag on it and I had to move around the side stuff. So yeah, it took me about 7 minutes of there, 6. You are in the private Facebook page, so I cannot see who you are. The Giants in this are owned by G-Sets. So if that is you, then yes, you have the Giants. If that's not you, then something else is going on. So if we're talking the whole process, though, to set up to go live, if I went to, that probably takes closer to 15 or so to actually get everything, logged in and switched over and adjust the cameras and stuff like that. That takes a little longer. But that stuff we can all pre-do. Tony Gwynn. This is one of those boxes that's going to be all over the place. Corbin Carroll. Mike Trout red. Now today I was the last one to break on Wednesday. Honus Wagner black. So all my settings and stuff were mainly still there. Now if Bone had broken in between, then everything I'd have to log out and log back in as Tom. And so that takes actually a lot longer than if I'm logging in, logging out of everything. And then even the camera settings, because him at night, I have natural light coming in through the window. So my settings are different than his. Aaron Judge. But that's pretty much all my settings from Wednesday, so pretty quick in that case. Ooh, Sean Bouchard, black foil auto. Rockies going to Farju. This is going to be out of 25. 11 out of 25 on the Bouchard. There we go. Black and white Bryce Terang. Boom. Brewers. Joe Ryan and Ethan Small. Brewers. Designated for assignment last night. We'll remember the good times of him pitching at Wrigley Field in this picture. Brewers. Everything Brewers. Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies. Bo Naylor. And Tommy Henry, 3 auto box. Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks going to Schabernacker. We got Michael Harris red for the Braves. Trout. Francisco Alvarez, red foil. All right. And that is box 1. Got Alvarez, red for the Mets. We got Michael Harris, red for the Braves. Oh, Kevin, one more thing I forgot. That's key to set up to go live. Going to the bathroom before you get locked in here. Forgot about that one. That's key. More than setting your your cameras and the lights and all that. It's making sure you go to the bathroom before you get in here. Judge. Depends. Julio. So Paul, yeah, Kevin kind of nailed it on the head there. I have no problem with them trading Burns. I expected it. I kind of thought once we got past the new year that it was probably safe, but I really did think he was going to trade this offseason. But disappointed on the return. And that's what last night, actually, with Bone and Russ. Russ was like, talk me off my fandom ledge. And I'm like, the trade doesn't make sense or whatever. And I'm like, oh, it all makes sense tomorrow when they trade Adames. I don't think they would have gotten more at the deadline. I don't think so. I mean, it depends how he pitched as well. I mean, he didn't pitch. He was really good last year, but he wasn't Cy Young good last year. So as a rental, obviously, if there's teams in it, I don't know if they would have gotten more. I mean, they got 2 major league ready guys in a first rounder. Now the first rounder is basically just moving up the first rounder they would have gotten if they just let him walk as a free agent. Speaking of Russ is right there. Chipper Jones, Chrome. And I love DL Hall. When I was literally just getting home, 199, like walking in my front door, and the trade came up, or it said they were trading him, and I assumed they were getting Colby Mayo, and I was super excited. And then when I learned it wasn't Colby Mayo, I wasn't as super excited. Starling Marte red, and Oscar Gonzalez for the Guardians red foil auto. I think you have Guardians. What Guardians go is Slick Rick. So I can't see your. If you tell me your username, I can find you. But otherwise, yeah, the Slick Rick has the Guardians. So if that's you, then that's who you have. Speaking of that, Slick Rick with the Guardians. 32 of 50. I was super excited. As Corbin Burns is my favorite player in the entire Major Leagues. He's my favorite player. I'm very happy he went to a team I can actually cheer for. Because there's plenty of them that I can't stand. Not plenty, but there's a bunch of teams I don't like. And I do like the Orioles. So I'm happy. Currently, he's with a team I like. Now, that's not who's going to sign him in the offseason. He almost guaranteed will go to a team I don't like in the offseason. This Andre Dawson is wrecked. But at least for this year, it'll be super easy to cheer for the Orioles. Pete Alonso. Mark McGwire refractor. A's. Yeah, we needed. We'll need a shortstop obviously once we trade Adames, but like we need a third baseman and Pop, and Colby Mayo is awesome, and that's who I assumed. I guess that's who I assumed they were getting in this. I'm a little disappointed. Ortiz. They were laughing to give up Ortiz. He was never going to play shortstop for them, ever. Like, they have multiple shortstops that are younger and better than him. So that's like a nothing. It's like, oh, you want Ortiz? Sure, whatever. Lindor, this is all jacked up, too. This one's really jacked up. Huge bend in it. Can you get the... I can't get the light right. It's right here. Really bad. Eric Davis, black. Sean Bouchard is in the mid to 25 for the Rockies for you. Dontrelle Willis to 199. Kjerstad, we don't need outfielders, so we weren't going to trade for Cowser or Kjerstad or anything like that. We need to get rid of outfielders, not get more of them. So that was never somebody we cared about even. I would have taken Max Wagner too, even though he's a little further off and not nearly as good. But Austin Riley and whoo! How about Trey Turner, Chief Fantasy Professional auto? On card. 7 of 25. Let's take off the Trout. I didn't even say who had the Phillies. Phillies! Going to Kirby. Okay, nerd. Anthony Volpe red. And Will Brennan. Yeah, they were a little early. But, yeah, they're good. Yeah, they won a little more games last year than they should have. It doesn't mean they're not going to be good this year. Guardians, going to Slick Rick. What about now? What about with Burns in the rotation? You still don't think they're going to win 90 games? Beam Team. That's right, we didn't get a Beam Team on their side. Pete Alonso, Mets, going to Lifestyle. I didn't say Lifestyle for the Alvarez. Actually, the Reds I don't announce typically. Nice Alonso. Trey Turner's in the Mets. He just went seconds ago. Kirby Puckett on the foil. I'm not going to make a Kirby Puckett joke today for fear of being scorned. 11 of 25. Sweet one. Kirby Puckett. Twins. Twins going to Baseball PhD. Let's take off Tommy Henry. There we go. Nice Volpe for the Yankees. Hitting 6 home runs does help. So you're not a Kyle Bradish believer? Merce, APK with the Volpe. I mean, the Brewers have been trying to trade their outfielders, too. They have too many, and they know it, and they can't even trade their outfielders. So getting Kjerstad just would exacerbate the problem. I mean, they have Mitchell or Frelick or Weimer, or they already traded Tyrone Taylor. They got rid of one of them. Dontre Willis, Marlins. Marlins going to G-Sets. So, yeah, Kjerstad just... Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if they spend any of that $18 million they just trimmed off their payroll. Red Sox going to Schabernacker, 83 of 199. We got Chipper. Mark McGuire, Refractor. Weimer just needs a year in AAA. They moved him up too fast because of injuries last year. They should have sent him down to get it all figured out, and they didn't because his defense was so good. I think Weimer will figure it out. He's still really young. He's barely spent any time in the minors. He just needs a little tweaking in AAA, and I think he'll be fine. He's still going to have a wild swing, though. Adam, though, I'm an Arkansas fan, so I love Kjerstad. I would have loved Kjerstad, but that was just, yeah, I don't think that solved anything if it was Kjerstad in the deal. We didn't have to do any work to get a guy we need. I have some nice DL Hall stuff. I like DL Hall. I have a Bowman's first auto of him. I have a Bowman Tech to 50, a gold of DL Hall. So I was excited to get DL Hall. I really like him. They better try to use him as a starter, though. If they just use him in the bullpen, then that's awful. That's even worse of a trade. If they don't try to correct some of his wildness issues and keep him stretched out as a starter. If they could somehow get him and Mizorowski, and Gasser for that matter. I love Colton Cowser. I like Cowser more than Kjerstad, even though Kjerstad went to Arkansas. But again, we didn't need any outfielders. Right, I mean, Kjerstad's a better ranked, but are we going to get a guy ranked in the 30s shortstop for Kjerstad then? I mean, we're not going to get value anyways. So you might as well get the guy you can actually use than the guy you can't. Like, it's not like they were going to get, like, oh, we get Kjerstad, now we'll just trade him for a top 30 shortstop. I mean, it doesn't work that way. I wish it would. Acuna red foil. There's a Stroman black foil. Yes, the triple auto box had the Turner. Had the insert auto. Was the box we had 3 autos in. Yoshida, but they're not in rebuild mode. So, yeah. Ty Cobb to 199. Max Meyer red. Jordan Walker photo variation. Yogi Berra. Okay. I don't mind the insert autos being extra. Matt Olson and Jared Young. Cubbies. Cubs going to baseball PhD. There's the regular Jordan Walker. What? Oh, what? Prince Field's not walking through that door? Are you sure? I don't know. I could honor him one night. Have him back. Retires jersey or something? He could walk through that door. Caleb Killian. I don't think Braun's walking through the door. Caleb Killian, Cubs. Going to baseball PhD. They just spent potentially $34 million on a first baseman last week. So I know what the perception is to everybody else, but to them, they're not in rebuild mode. I mean, it's easy to say, and it looks like it, but they obviously don't feel that way. I mean, they're not throwing out money for Hoskins last week if they're in rebuild mode. So nice Jordan Walker for the Cardinals, going to T-Clip. Actually, we're going to put this up there. Yeah, sorry, Ethan Small. Ty Cobb for the Tigers. Tigers going to baseball PhD. And Yoshida for the Red Sox. Red Sox going to Schabernacher. Absolutely, Freddie's a 3. And I love Freddie Peralta. Freddie Peralta's a 3. Anthony Volpe. I'm curious to see. I mean, they haven't rolled out Woodruff yet. And obviously nobody else has stepped up to give him that 2-year deal, rehab this year, pitch next year, to his liking. I'm curious to see if they would I mean, we're at the point where, like, I wouldn't say, I mean, they're not going to sign him to a long-term deal, but if Snell has to settle for a 1-year deal, it wouldn't be crazy. In total, yeah, but if he's to a point where he wants to just reset the market for next year, you know, and the Brewers have done that at times. They've signed guys that didn't get their long-term deal to a 1-year deal. I mean, I think it's unlikely, but if he can't get the long-term deal he wants, I don't think it would totally. I mean, it's not a prove-it deal for a guy, but for a guy that's the one that Cy Young, he doesn't necessarily need to prove anything, but I mean, I guess he does have to prove it if he hasn't gotten the deal he wanted. So I mean, I think that's crazy unlikely, but Woodruff, I'm assuming, is only going to do a 2-year deal, not a 3, because he's going to want to come back healthy at some point this year, pitch 1 full year, and then get a long-term deal, because he's already older. He's already, he's already 30. So Woodruff is probably only looking for a 2-year deal, and then to actually try to cash in on free agency. Yeah, I would. I'm not a huge Snell guy just because of the whole. I mean, he doesn't go deep a whole lot. Some of that is them choosing not to go deep and him not being able to go deep. Swanson, and we'll go back to Paul Henry cards. It's already off the screen, but a lot of Cubs. A lot of Cubs in this product. Cubbies going to baseball PhD. That's the thing. The Brewers aren't giving the team to go to prove he could pitch more than 6 innings. Yeah, I mean, Woody. I'm assuming he's getting a 2-year deal. I'm wondering how his rehab is doing by the fact that he hasn't gotten it yet, because he originally hoped he could pitch at least some this upcoming season, and if he could even give you the last month, then he makes a lot of sense to sign to that 2-year deal. But if he hasn't gotten it yet, I'm wondering if it's more looking like he is going to miss the entire season. But I know they haven't ruled that a reunion with him out. They obviously non-tendered him, but they've definitely kept the door open if something comes about. So we'll see. But yeah, I am surprised that Woodruff is still out there. Josh Gibson and Nelson Velasquez, Cubs. Cubs going to baseball PhD. Well, now we got to put the Cubs on here, don't we? The Cubs have hit like all of the last 17 autos. I'm going to take off Michael Harris. I'm going to leave the Kirby Puckett on. I don't want to get yelled at for moving Kirby Puckett or doing anything derogatory to Kirby Puckett. So we're going to leave him there. Nick Prado red foil. Christian Yelich red. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm guessing he's coming next. Or do I want to jinx it by saying he has? We'll see Javier Assad next. Pasquantino red foil. David Ortiz black foil. Syndergaard. Oops, wrong stack. And that'll do it. And Hunter Brown for the Astros. Four boxes left, halfway. Need the Vlad auto. Jordan number 2. I don't like our chances of getting another insert auto, but I won't say it's not possible. think we hit a Tovar in the first half. I hit a Tovar out of this. Maybe that was Sunday. I don't remember. I hit a Tovar this week. I don't remember if it was the first half of this case or if I hit it on Sunday. I wouldn't mind seeing another. I love me some Tovar. Like Kevin Garnett, anything is possible! Absolutely. Absolutely, you could see 8 autos in a box or 0. Corbin Carroll. I thought that was. I saw a red like after it. How about a Sean Bouchard auto number 2? How about that for the Rockies? Rockies going to Farju. You got your Rockies auto. It's not the right guy. Tramverts, Freddie Freeman, Dodgers. So now I know where Corbin Burns is going to play this year. Now I just need to find out where Keston Hiura is going to play. Nobody's even given him a minor league deal yet. He's going to have to go play in Asia or something. Mr. Cortez red. Correct. Base end of 25. Yep. Building the rainbow. Schwarber. Well, I know it's going to be the minors. Just don't know where. Starling Marte. He at least should have got an invitation to spring training, though. I don't know if he's going to get that at this point. Hank Aaron. Braves. Garcia, black foil. Cal Raleigh with our auto behind it is... Ooh, how about Will Clark for the Giants? Bellinger is... Whoa, hey. There's no need to slander Keston here in this room. That's not allowed. There's no Keston here slander allowed in my room. Giants. Giants going to G sets. Yeah, Bellinger's got to come down from his asking price at some point and sign. I really like Will Clark. I'm going to put the Will Clark up over there. Probably means the Mets are going to hit something big coming up. Well, the Adames red. Brooks Robinson. They seem to be the vets of choice in this product, don't they? Cal Raleigh black. A lot of Will Clark, a lot of Robin Yount, which is not bad. They both have awesome signatures. Brian Bayo, Red Sox. Speaking of Robin Yount, there he is. And that'll do it. I mean, I mean, Bellinger, and the thing is, Bellinger probably can't go the 1 year. He doesn't want to do a 1 year prove it deal. I don't know how much he wants to bet on himself again. I'm guessing he can't. He won't. He can't do that. He has to get something long term. Especially now, like even if he signs now and he's been working out, obviously he's working out, he's ready to go, but just anytime you kind of switch teams and you go to camp late, or you don't know where, are you going to Florida, are you going to Arizona, like, it wouldn't surprise me. Most of those guys that sign super late get off to slow starts. And that's your biggest issue, is if you're in a 1 year prove it deal, you can't afford to get off to a slow start. You can't afford to, miss spring and then have a bad April before you kind of turn it up a notch. Pitching wise, a little different. Hitting, Conforto, yeah. Yeah. Been talking on this time. My my logo fractors did fill. Rangers, Bubba Thompson. He looks like he's like 10 feet tall and in stilts on this picture. So we got a baseball mixer with some box of logo fractors. That's still up and filling. Rangers going to Carl. I've got football, Phoenix football. 4-box PYT. And I've got Bowman's Best full case PYT. That's the rest of my afternoon. Bowman's going to be here in a little bit. I'll start seeing what he has planned for the night. Dwight Gooden black foil. But I do have $49 baseball mixer with Topps Chrome Black in it. It's all in Topps Chrome Update, Stadium Club Chrome from last year, Bowman's Best, the logo fractors, and a box of Stadium Club. Box of this. For $49. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Hank Aaron to $199 for the Braves. Kevin Gausman, black foil. Mariano Rivera, chrome. I don't believe we are getting diamond icons, no. I don't know about Minnesota, but I don't think we are. Anthony Rizzo. But every time I say we don't have something, then we seem to get it in the next day to make me look like a liar. So I don't have input in any of that, so. But I'd be surprised if we get any. Josh Winkowski, Red Sox. He doesn't look as tall as Bubba Thompson because he's further away. Look at Bubba's legs is the size of his entire body. Red Sox going to Schabernacker. Spencer Steer. But it's still, he's still Boris, so he's not going to extend during the year. He's still going to want Greg Maddux for the Braves, purple to 75, 36 to 75. So if he signs a one-year deal, he's still going to want to get to free agency again. I just don't know if he can take that chance. If he struggles at all, he's gonna all the creep is gonna come into everybody's mind, or the doubt is gonna creep into everybody's mind. And yeah, you're in a new lineup, a new place. There's just too many variables for him, I think. Braves going to Schabernacker. Unless he totally believes in himself, and then he can take a one-year deal, and it won't matter. If he's confident that Cody Bellinger 2.0 is as good as the original 1.0 version. Braves going to Schabernacker. Hank Aaron to 199. But does Scott Boras believe in him? That's what means more than his own self-worth. Arenado. Two boxes left. We got 20 spots left in my random team mixer. We gotta get that moving. Gotta get some momentum. Although on Wednesday, my mixer, I had a $59 one on Wednesday. It was like moving slow, and then all of a sudden we got to like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and all of a sudden everything went. Milk. Such a bad choice. Destroyed? That seems a little harsh. Wade Boggs. Louis Varland. Twins. Twins going to baseball PhD. Man, it says the air is on. It's 70 in here. It does not feel like 70 in here. Javier Assad. Ooh. What we got here? Dodgers. Miguel Vargas gold minted. Dodgers going to Dominator Jet. Well, currently these are all Jays cards until we get them sent out. Will Smith. Jermaine Palacios. Tigers. Tigers going to baseball PhD. Matt Chapman. Blue Jays. Garrett Cole. It's a case. Max Scherzer. Soto. Miggy. Chaniger red. We got Chrome, Mookie Betts, Dodgers. Oscar Colas, black foil. Cade Cavalli, black and white, Nationals. Zach Wheeler, red foil. There's D.L. Hall. Boom. Cody Bellinger, black foil. All the guys we're talking about. King Griffey Jr. for the Mariners to 199. And that'll do it. One box left. Mariners going to Ed. Cade Cavalli for the Nationals, black and white. Mookie Betts, Chrome, Dodgers, and Garrett Cole, Yankees. That wouldn't surprise me. I guess Jordan staying healthy would be more surprised than the 60 bombs. Don Mattingly. Dude's a beast. This is last box mojo time. I have over 100 Corbin Burns autos. Moving on or content? 101s? Yes! There's 101s in here. Bone hit the co-signers 101 of, who was it, McGuire and... It wasn't Pujols, I don't think. Oh, Goldschmidt. McGuire and Goldschmidt. He hit the 101 auto. Corbin Burns is my favorite player, not because he was a Brewer, but so he'll continue. There's my boy. He'll continue to be my favorite player. Corey Lee, Astros. Same thing with Keston Hiura. Astros going to baseball PhD. It's an intense look he's giving the camera. Nolan Gorman. We're fine. I thought it was bent again, but it's just a little warped. It's not. Doesn't have any damage to it. Brian Bayo, black foil, Red Sox. Wainwright. Garrett Cole. Lindor. And, oh, Brian Hayes, Pirates. Oh, top loaders. Pirates. Pirates going to Jay Edmondson. I think Brian Hayes starts to get some love after Pirates should be better this year again. But as they get better, people realize how good he is. Start winning some games. Oh, we got a second beam team. Got two in this half case. Yordan Alvarez. It's because we were talking about him. And his 60 home run healthy season he's got coming up. Astros. Astros going to baseball PhD. Nice beam team. Goldschmidt. Is Corey Lee going to be any good, Kevin? Decent prospect. Derek Hall. And that'll do it. Nolan Gorman. Does he really stink, or does he just stink because he's not an Astro anymore? I don't know if I'm getting a straight answer from you. National Bubblegum Day. It's an interesting one. All right, recap time. We got black and white Cavalli Nationals. Vargas for the Dodgers. Gold minted. Bryce Terang black and white. That card is so cool. Yoshida Chrome. Nolan Gorman Chrome. Refractor. Mark McGuire. A's. Beam teams. We got Yordan for the Stros and Alonso for the Mets. Red foil Alvarez for the Mets. Red foil Harris for the Braves. Red foil Volpe for the Yankees, and red foil Trout. To 199, we got Griffey for the Mariners, Aaron for the Braves, Cobb for the Tigers, Verdugo, Red Sox, and Willis, Marlins. And to 75, Greg Maddux for the Braves. Yeah, Brian Hayes and nobody cares about him. But he's a really good player, especially defensively, but he's having, a nice offense. He's got a nice offense game, too. The defense is always there, though. Brian Hayes, Pirates, Lee, Astros, Palacios, Tigers, Varland, Twins, Winkowski, Red Sox, Thompson, Rangers, Henry, Diamondbacks, and Small, Brewers. On the stands... Oh, I could have put the Varland. I forgot Kirby was up here. I let Kirby be alone. That's fine. Twins. Twins going to baseball. PhD. Kirby Puckett out of 25. Awesome Kirby. We got Will Clark for the Giants. Giants going to G Sets. We got Jordan Walker, photo variation for the Cardinals, going to T Clip. Cubbies, we got everybody on their checklist practically. We got Jared Young, we got Caleb Killian, we got Matt Swarmer, we got Nelson Velasquez. Cubs going to baseball. PhD. Guardians, we got Will Brennan and Oscar Gonzalez to 50. Guardians going to Slick Rick. We got Rockies going to Farju. Sean Bouchard base. Sean Bouchard at 25. 11 of 25 for the Rockies. And in the mitts, this one is 17 out of 25 for the Phillies. Going to Kirby Gillespie. Nice Trey Turner. That's it for me on this one. I'll be back in just a couple seconds. I'm already 10 minutes late for my Logo Fractors break. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for filling it up. Really appreciate it.